As church bells echoed across St. Peter's Square on Christmas morning, a familiar tradition took on new significance. From the central balcony of St. Carlisle's legend, the central pallet of St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Leo delivered his first Christmas address as pontiff, using one of the most closely watched moments on the Vatican calendar to issue a powerful appeal aimed far beyond Rome. In a world marked by deepening geopolitical divisions and prolonged conflict, his message centered on a single, pointed word: courage. With millions watching around the globe, Pope Leo urged world leaders to find the moral strength needed to bring the war in Ukraine to an end, framing his call as both a humanitarian necessity and a test of global responsibility. The annual Christmas Urbi et Orbi blessing is traditionally a time for reflection, prayer, and broad appeals for peace, but this year's address carried added weight. Pope Leo, elected earlier in the year, is still shaping the tone of his papacy, and his first Christmas message was closely scrutinized for clues about his priorities. Standing before thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square despite winter cold, and speaking to a worldwide television audience, he made clear that ongoing war, particularly in Ukraine, would not be treated as a distant political issue, but as an urgent moral crisis demanding action. The Pope spoke of a conflict that has dragged on for years, leaving cities in ruins and families torn apart. While his words were measured, the urgency was unmistakable. He called on those with power and influence to move beyond hardened positions and to choose dialogue over destruction. In doing so, he emphasized that peace does not come from silence or indifference, but from deliberate and often difficult decisions to engage with adversaries. His use of the word courage underscored the idea that ending war requires more than negotiations behind closed doors. It demands political risk, humility, and a willingness to place human life above strategic gain. Pope